Hey everyone, Casey Zeman here. I hope you're well, and I'm excited to do this interview, some interviews that we've been doing with EasyWebinar customers and some of the unique and cool things that they have been doing. In particular, I'd like to interview one person who's a very good friend. She's been with our community for quite some time. She's been in my coaching program as well. Her name is Diane Wilkins. She has a very, very unique way that she's using EasyWebinar and this business model you are really going to get a kick out of. So first off, Diane, if you're there, let's just say hi to everybody so they can make sure everything and you're coming in clear.
Fantastic. So much, Casey, for this opportunity. Everything working okay?
Yes, looks good. We can hear you and see you. So everyone, Diane extrapolate on this, but Diane has a network. It's like a TV network, and it's called Authentic You TV. And every week she highlights particular experts in their field on, I think she can extrapolate on this, but on health and spirituality, business, and she uses EasyWebinar on the back of all of this to do these events, and I'm just really impressed with the growth that she's had, just because I saw this from the beginning, and it's just a really amazing growth. And of course, she was our coaching student. So, Diane, can you extrapolate on kind of what you're doing right now with Authentic You TV, and how also EasyWebinar is kind of working in the background? Also, I will say this, that what I might do is screen so you can kind of see how it works, so you're not so you can really understand this kind of business model, which is totally cool. I'm really excited about it. Diane, I'll let you go and kind of dig in a little deeper for folks to see and hear.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Casey, for this opportunity. Yes, certainly from the business point of view, just exploded since meeting you and since working with EasyWebinar. So really happy to have this opportunity and let people know just how EasyWebinar is working for us. So in December 2013 was when I joined EasyWebinar, and at that stage we were using it for the webinar series that we were running, as which I had two going at that stage. One was an expanded webinar series, was Inner Views with Dr. Leslie, our trial period. And yes, so for starters, it absolutely opened the world to us. So no longer were there any back, which was fantastic. So it was a case of watch us world, here we come. And,
wonderful, wonderful. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, so from that, you then, once again, big catalyst in our growth, introduced me to Turn Your Show, and I then did that training, and through Authentic You Web TV was born. Mm-hmm. So I really, the main reason for having come to EasyWebinar and just how we could utilize that, and we spent quite a bit of time sort of brainstorming and seeing what possibilities there were and how we could use EasyWebinar for Authentic You platform.
You and I, or just you and your team? I know you and I did. I know that, but also I believe probably you and your team just dove in to really get everything working, right? The infrastructure.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's been wonderful because there's nothing like this. So it's been a case of tweaking it and seeing how we do it, etc. So what's happened with EasyWebinar is it's with Authentic You, it's a worldwide, because we currently have 19 people who regularly contribute to Authentic You Web TV. Run 4 shows a week, half-an-hour shows, experiential in their nature. Anyone who's watching actually gets to experience some shift or a tool or technique that they can implement in their lives. And it is mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. So covering all of that, a lovely wide range of things. And in doing that, sorry, did you want to say something there, Casey?
No. I was just agreeing with you. I was nodding.
Yes, so people have that opportunity to watch the show. So it's a broadcast from New Zealand, the land of the first light, on each evening at 8 p.m. And what I love and where EasyWebinar makes it so easy is you have the link. People with any web addresses can watch the show. They don't have to download any software. We married it beautifully to integrate with Google Hangouts on air, so it works really well with that. So that's one of the huge pluses I see. And then also, and this is where EasyWebinar has helped us database by 200% in these first 2 months since we launched on the 1st of October. So that's phenomenal. That's really awesome. So with the process is that people actually register for each of the shows, and that way we then add them to the database for the future as well.
Yeah.
And not only are they able to watch the show live, those that tune in, and what we found is we're having 60% of people that are registering actually showing up for the live broadcast.
That's a great, yeah, that's a really good conversion from having people from registering to the event itself. And so so now you are doing these live, is that right? Like they are live streamed that you're doing through either YouTube Live or Google Hangouts into EasyWebinar?
The shows are pre-recorded.
They are, okay.
We do a live broadcast, yes. So we broadcast them at that time, but they are pre-recorded, yes.
Yeah, so that I'm just what I pre-recorded yet streamed at a one-time event. So they are essentially automated shows that play in real time. So if you come 30 minutes late, you're actually going to be missing 30 minutes of the event. Well, these events are 30 minutes. So if you come like 5 minutes late, so that's what I love that you're doing that that obviously you can use the Google Hangout and YouTube Live integration for you in person, real life, but at the same time, the element of being able to do a broadcast that is a live broadcast but pre-recorded is pretty powerful, and I'm really excited that you're getting such coming to the actual event itself. That's brilliant. So,
but with the beauty of EasyWebinar, with having the replay link, it's just works out. I couldn't wish for a better system to integrate for Authentic You. Because the different emails that lead up to the beginning, the that you did, then you can do as many as you like to remind them, depending on how soon you start your advertising campaign before the event. So it's absolutely ideal. And then what I do is, in the last email that goes to them, I actually include the replay link so that people are and that's part of our advertising as well, is if you're unable to be there live, obviously we'd love to have you live. It's the power of the collective coming together for that as well. However, if you're unable to, you do it at your leisure. So what we've also done then as well is on Authentic You website, each contributor has a page, and we actually have the registration link there as well. Replay we include on that page as well, so people can go there and at their leisure for each of the different types of teachings they're able to watch, to their heart's content.
Yes. Ask you, this is really cool, and I for sure want to show people. I want to show them this. I want to actually take them over into Authentic You TV and kind of give them an idea of how this works. But can I ask you, what's your revenue model? Obviously, this is such a passion project for you, and I saw this rise from the start, and I'm really excited that you are able to in your business where you're increasing your leads. You said by 200%. What is the revenue model, and how does that work to sort of supply Authentic You?
All right. So things work for us is each of the contributors actually they pay for the initial training, which to utilize the platform, etc. And then there's a monthly for featuring, having a show of 30 minutes. Each one contributes an amount towards that.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then we give them the opportunity to have a product offer. The whole thing is, it's building a following, it's building an awareness. We're not using it strongly as a sales platform per se.
Right.
It's more, just getting that whole awareness of everything going, etc. But each of the teachers get to offer a product. So once again, the webinar is fantastic because we're able to, with people sharing, we incentivize them a taster, and each of the teachers have contributed a free gift for people sharing the link, with their friends, etc. So EasyWebinar enables us to do that. And then we have the, where I usually set it for about 3 minutes before the end of the show, where we get the product offer come down on the show that they're watching.
Right.
So, so right there and then they're able to take advantage, click on that and take advantage of the offer.
Perfect. So what Diane has said, everybody, just so you're aware, if you don't know, the webinar has a social share feature where after someone come to a thank you page, and you can incentivize them to share of the event to a gift. And it sounds like with your contributors, each one is offering a free gift, and that, of course, once someone registers and they share news of the gift, that goes to social media feed, and then now you're getting social traffic coming in, and that's really great. I've noticed that about 10 to 15% additional traffic can come in from that social sharing. Hoping that you're seeing some of the viral traffic, and then what you just said, Diane, as well, the timed events. Those timed events pop up underneath your actual your actual event. So the timed events, folks, are buy now buttons or PDFs or any image, and it's all trackable inside EasyWebinar. So I just wanted to clear that up, just in case folks that didn't know what exactly we were talking about there. So I'll let you continue on, Diane.
Fantastic. And then also, Casey, when setting up the whole event in EasyWebinar, there's the opportunity that at the end of the show, people get to a web page.
A redirect.
Redirect, absolutely, which is awesome. So we take them back to the contributors page where the product offer is right there as well. So you're coming at it, you're making it easy for the viewers, from all different angles. You're really easy for them to benefit from it.
Thank you. Yes, I think that's a really clear, really good thing that the redirect happens, because it will happen for, obviously, as this is how you use it as a pre-recorded. You can add the URL that you want people to be sent to when the event finally ends, and that's the redirect that you're talking about. But it also works for when you do live events with, say, a stop broadcast button inside Google Hangouts. That will also automatically redirect someone to those, in-person live events. As soon as you ask, they can be redirected. So thank you. Yeah, that always, you can always get people back to the sales page or the landing page for, obviously for your contributors, so that they can learn more. And that's really, that's a really good, powerful element of just driving people back into those experts.
Mm-hmm. So Tom, you asked about the revenue stream in that, Casey, and since we started 2 months ago, now months, I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled that it's gone up by 100%. So you've got one happy customer here, one very, very happy customer.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. 600% growth on what Authentic You Web TV is doing now. So you're a network. You are essentially a network where if I wanted to buy airtime from you, I could. That's essentially how you're doing your network, and it's a very collective thing. Everybody comes together. They buy airtime. At the same time, you help them, it sounds like, to understand how to use this type of technology. Is that right?
Absolutely. And it gives them that global platform. That's what I love about it, Casey. New Zealand is not a very, I mean, we've got 4.5 million people here, 4.6 million people. And we have the most amazing teachers here. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. So how showcase these teachers to the rest of the world? And you've brought that platform forward. You've integrated, you know, with Google Hangouts on air. There's no limit to the amount of people that can attend. And yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. And with your system as well, you're able to set up, you know, different times for it to broadcast the same show. So yes, it's a win-win-win all round.
Well, that's what you just said, that you can do more than one show at more than one at the same time, right? It's a very cool thing. I have noticed you can't register. One person can't register for 2 different shows at the same exact time. Our system won't let someone double register, which is actually that if you register to one event, you have to be at that one event, right?
Exactly. It's holding that person to, no, you've said you're going to be there, so you've got to be there. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, why don't we do this? Well, I think I'd love to go show people what it looks like. If that's okay, I could share my screen.
Fantastic.
And because I think I just am in love with, again, what you have done here. I think it's actually right here. So let me just share my screen. Move this over.
There it is.
And there we are, right there. Let me make this a little bigger so everybody can see it. Okay. And let me zoom in a bit. We'll pull this over. Okay, now let me go to the home page. This is, everyone, this is Authentic TV, and it's just, here you can see the upcoming speakers. Yeah, the upcoming experts. And so what she's done here is if you click here, this will bring you to a registration page for the next available time slot. And here's Barbara Wainwright. She's going to be speaking. Looks like it's tonight. Is this right? This is actually streaming in my time at 8 p.m. tonight. Now, let me ask you, are you streaming these in your attendees' own time zone?
Casey, that's where I need a little bit more clarification on that. I need to do a bit more exploring on that. But to the best of my knowledge, it is New Zealand's time at 8 o'clock, but that it actually happens at that time for them in your time zone.
Let me just check. Actually, it's really hard to know. I mean, that might be your streaming time zone. Either way, it's streaming. The beauty of EasyWebinar is that you can stream in your attendees' own time zone. You'll get more people are able to attend the event because it's streamed, you know, at say 8 p.m. If it was 8 p.m. in your time zone, well, your time zone is a day ahead, 4 hours earlier. So you're actually probably at 8 p.m. my time. You're December 23rd at 4 p.m. That's your time. But this looks great. So people, they go through, and I didn't even look at the thank you page, but just, you know, all the banners that you have and everything. You write to her program here, and then of course this goes right into my email. So I just love this, what you've done here with Authentic You, and you know, these future events that people for. Obviously, you've done the one. The other thing I like is that this, I think it's in the web TV schedule. You've created this ability to look at future calendar dates.
Yes.
And look at all of these wonderful speakers that you have on and ready to go. Maybe you have these set up yet. I'd be amazed if you actually did have these already set up. But yeah, so it sounds like you put them in the calendar and then you create the EasyWebinar page. Are you just cloning one EasyWebinar page for all these?
Yes, we are. For each of the respective teachers, we clone it because, you know, so what that does is it's time with setting up each of the banners for those specific teachers each time as well, you know, so it makes it a lot simpler.
Yeah, that's a very true point. Here, I'll drag this over. This is EasyWebinar, the back office, with each event that you create. So this is what Diane is doing. She's probably creating 1 event, 2 event, 3 event, you know, for each particular speaker, and just simply one event to use over and over again, which is that's kind of what you're doing. So living, this just I just love it because it's something that very few people are actually doing. They creating networks. They aren't thinking about this. They haven't really thought about, well, how can I create a network, a platform for people to come share their message on, and that's what we've done here for these folks, part of this network, the contributors of this network. So this is like bringing a TV show onto the web and you've created a full network like NBC or ABC or CBS, where they have specific time slots on specific days to share their content, and people can and so nice. As you've already said, this is kind of increasing your list, as you pointed out, and you said by 200%. Is that right?
Just in the 2 months, but so yes, it's flying.
Wow. Well, perfect. That's remarkable. I'll bring myself back on now. But Diane, that is so incredible. I really appreciate you talking to us about some of the things that you're doing, to talk about how EasyWebinar has been helping you. It's been helping your growth, and your growth seems like it's at a massive speed. When you started, how many contributors did you have in the first month?
In the first month, we started off with 13.
Wow, you were able to even get 13 contributors right away when you first started. That's incredible.
This shows you the readiness for everything, Casey. So when you came along was just perfect timing. I have been in this arena, so I do attract these different teachers. I had been promoting more, just marketing and ad for them. So this is just taking them to a whole new level. Amazing.
And so the growth obviously has been pretty dramatic. And how many months are you in now? Is this the 3rd or 4th month?
We're in our 3rd month now, Casey.
3rd month.
And what I also wanted to say is that with us having established this platform and everything now and really getting out there, people have started noticing us. So I can only see in the new year how this is just going to become absolutely exponential. Yeah, because there are certain people, it's also, we're creating an energetic vortex, which like the law of attraction. It then starts attracting people. People start seeing it. And yes, there's already been amazing things that have been drawn to us. And yeah, I'd love to share with you down the track, you know, just how things are going as well, because I can feel it's going to absolutely fly. And I am so grateful to you, Casey. You've been a blessing in our lives.
Well, thank you. And you've been a blessing in my life, because it's always great to see people that are so motivated to get a passion project done like this, and to use the technology. The idea is that the technology is there to make your life and to make the possibility of these passion projects possible. You know, the tangible. And I just love what. And I actually would love to contribute as someone to come in authentic. And this just makes me create sort of my own network of where I can bring experts as well who can share their knowledge. And I just love your model. I love this sort of the model, or buying airtime model. Seems to just be so wonderful, because they then can have a platform to voice what they're doing, while at the same time revenue that is generated keeps Authentic Youth growing and building. And I think that's really important. People, you know, that they feel like they're contributing to the growth of this larger collective network. And so bravo to you, brava to you with all the wonderful things that you're doing, and I can't wait to see the in 2015. I might jump in and ask you, first quarter, second quarter, just to see how things are really progressing.
Well, I would love for us if we could have you on our show the first quarter of the year. Would be wonderful, Casey. Yeah, we'd love to have you as a guest.
Of course, I'm totally into it. I love it. Yes, I'm totally into it. Absolutely. I love the concept of authentic you. This is, as you probably well know, it's my passion for people to just find their own discovery of what they want to do and to follow through with that. And I feel like authentic you is that. It really does that, and it brings far beyond just obviously the region of New Zealand. That this goes worldwide platform, and that's what I'm really excited about. And I'm so glad that EasyWebinar was able to contribute to the platform and to the growth of Authentic You. Thank you.
I don't believe there is a more cost-effective way for people this type of exposure worldwide. I don't believe there is. So
I think you're right. I think this is everybody has the ability, just like in a regular TV show, to be able to come in and themselves as the expert and share their vision. I in fact have some people that I do some coaching for that I'd love to bring in to you, so that you could have maybe potentially more come in or more experts that can share. So, because I know that these people are on this cusp where they want to start leveraging network to speak at, and I feel like Authentic You the growth on Authentic You is just going to continue up and up and up, and perfect platform for them. So Diane, thank you so much for your business, Authentic You TV, and obviously the growth of this passion project that you've wanted to do for so long.
Absolutely. You are so welcome, Casey. And I couldn't think of anything more satisfying, more heartwarming than watch these people actually that have stepped up to be of service and share their passion, watch them grow from month to month. It's an absolute pleasure. I love it. And thank you.
Well, so if people want to get to know more about you, where can people go? More about Diane. Obviously, they can go to Authentic You TV. It's so simple to say, AuthenticYou.tv. But is there anything, a Twitter handle or any way to get a hold of you directly if someone wants to, say, contribute to your show?
I'd love for an email, Diane@AuthenticYou.tv. Simple.
Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Well, Diane, thank you so much again, and I can't wait to see the growth of 2015 for you. And of course, to everybody who's watching, I hope your 2015 growth is as exponential as it can be. So thanks again, and we'll see you at the next interview. Take care.
Thank you.